We know that type 2 diabetes is a complex inherited disease, and there is a large genetic component to it. So our goal is to use human genetics as a tool to make the results from genetic association studies accessible to the world.
I became NIH director in 2009. And this was just at the point where the ability to identify genetic factors for common diseases was really starting to work. And out of that was born the idea of putting together a partnership where NIH, with our academic investigators, and pharmaceutical companies could decide we're going to work on this problem together. We're going to try to figure out how to take this enormous outpouring of useful information and filter it to figure out what is going to be worth investing in as far as the next generation of treatments.
Diabetes is one of the most common and costly and chronic diseases in the United States and worldwide, so innovations enabled by the Accelerating Medicines Partnership Program had the potential to be quite transformative. The T2D Knowledge Portal was really so successful it has become the partnership gold standard for providing publicly accessible analytic tools.
One of the critical elements for the success of the AMP programs has been the leadership of our public and private sector partners. We invited new science and new researchers into our community to grow our program in a direction that provided us a current portal that was necessary for our immediate needs, and a futuristic portal which incorporated breakthroughs in science as they were happening.
We bring together world-class understanding of type 2 diabetes as a disease, of disease genetics, of bioinformatics, and the knowledge of drug developers. The resulting data is made broadly available to the entire community.
And the public access of the data and the analytic tools we were building was essential from the beginning, because we believed the mission of the project was to advance the disease understanding far and wide. And we wanted to create tools that did not exist and bring together data from around the globe from the highly collaborative diabetes genetics community. And so we built a knowledge portal together that assembled large amounts of genetic data and phenotypic data and an analytic engine so that we could query either from the question around what genetic traits were associated with disease or the question around a particular gene.
Data are exquisitely visualized in the portal because the portal aggregates data across all different studies.
One of the earliest innovations that really had a great impact was a software infrastructure that allowed us to safely access data sets that lived in different parts of the world. This allowed us to multiply the number of data sets that could be a part of the program without moving them, allowing researchers from all over the world the ability to access this diverse data set.
I hope researchers see the portal as a place where they can go to share their results, so they feel safe and trust that this is a vehicle to make results accessible to the world, to not keep the results to themselves, to not limit it just to a publication, to make it accessible in a way that hopefully someone else who is in a different field or domain of expertise could use their results.
That knowledge portal has become a model for multiple other disease applications within AMP and outside of AMP. So it is also having implications well beyond just the study of this one disease.
AMP T2D Knowledge Portal provided the infrastructure to support, to combine and harmonize nearly 300 separate databases from research studies around the world. And by the time it expanded to include common metabolic diseases, it contains integrated, anonymized, clinical and genomic data from more than 1.5 million people, along with an ever-expanding suite of powerful analytic tools for researchers.
Often people who have type 2 diabetes die of a complication, heart attack, for example. And so we had all that data in one place. So it made logical sense to us to bring that together into the common metabolic disease knowledge portal.
The types of targets that we would like in the future for that individual patient who may have multiple diseases are those that we can target in a way that we can improve diabetes, obesity, kidney disease together, so that for an individual who might have multiple disease risk over a lifetime, we can begin to intercept disease and target therapies.
And because it is effectively curated and because it comes with a set of carefully developed analytical tools, it's immediately available to and can be used by the companies for their work in prioritizing targets. But it also provides a resource which can be used on an ongoing basis by the entire scientific community. And that has tremendous value for patients, of course, in the long term.
The investments we all make in research to try to advance new therapeutic opportunities will only be as good as our understanding of disease. So we believed working together with researchers, bringing talent and perspectives from multiple sectors, would allow us to raise the bar for disease understanding globally, and we all win in accelerating our mission to help patients with diabetes.